Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you 95% of the River of Rocks Trail at Hawk Mountain Sanctuary up in Kempton, PA. I'm just making some pre-hike breakfast here as a transition of sorts. Gotta get your bacon and eggs in. So, a little bit of fuel. Anyway, it's an awesome area to explore no matter what kind of experience you have and offers some of the best views PA has to offer, especially during the fall when the leaves start to change. From the viewpoints, you can watch all kinds of birds, such as broadwing hawks, and they also have events such as Birds and Brew. So if you're into that sort of thing, you should definitely check it out. Now, I have done this trail before, at least some of it, with my partner Micah a year or so ago, so I'm familiar with some of it already, but we took a much shorter loop last time, which I only figured out after we got off of the trail. Now, you may notice the audio is a bit tinny or rough, maybe a little sensitive. I recently got a Polaroid ID 922 action camera so I can record more since my phone has limitations, and one big problem with it, besides the battery being one you cannot remove from the camera, is that there is no audio input jack, so I'm stuck with the built-in microphone. I'm likely going to get an independent audio capture device in the future to try and help the problem, or if funds allow, a whole new camera. But anyway, here's the trail. Okay, the beginning of the trail.
These pockets are here. They weren't here last time.
It might be erosion.
Oh, yeah. Drainage.
Let's see. Today. Last time they updated was 5:15, which was 3 months ago. Oh, that was when they did the counts for the spring. We have a lot of ospreys. Like, I feel like I see black vultures more than anything, but that's not even like the highest number.
Yeah. Maybe they don't know about those areas.
Lots of broadwing hawks. Like, they're in the hundreds, and everything else is below 800. Ah, there's the trail. Difficult.
And there's South Lookout. I like how they did it all right.
Oh yeah, the blazes are red. This is the South Lookout. Does it have the elevation marker over here? Sometimes they do.
It might be up there.
Yeah. Look on the map for it. Beautiful. So, South Lookout, 1,300 feet.
Definitely came it over.
Oh yeah. And to think the pinnacle overlooks this. You can see Hawk Mountain from the pinnacle. And you can see the river of rocks down there. So that's where we're going. Working all the way down and all the way back up. I actually like the overcast day. If we had the binoculars, can you see anything? Binoculars.
Well, we gotta unpack the binoculars first, though. I only take it out because I didn't want it to get ruined.
Oh, it's still in the box and everything.
Mm-hmm. Here.
Am I driving you nuts yet?
A little bit. I came for a cool trip. You came for clout.
Need not clout. Okay. That one twists. And black vulture. Oh, it comes with a neck harness. Sweet.
So, just wear it on your neck and I'll put this in here.
Yeah.
And we'll put the bag away. I thought it would come with a bag, but I wasn't sure.
What, these?
These may be edible.
Huh?
These may be edible. Maybe poisonous. They are.
Only one way to find out.
No, thank you.
Alright.
I don't want the trip to end short because I decided, you know what? But no, it looks like they replaced these recently.
Yeah, it does. I don't remember this starting over here, but it must have because the map hasn't been updated.
Like I said, the signs look new. Because it started...
Hiking down is optional, hiking back up is required.
Huh?
We did not bring a flashlight, but our phones have flashlights. And it's also only like 1 in the afternoon. If it takes us 8 hours to get out of here, then something's wrong. And there, right there at that spot, is easily the funniest and best part of foreshadowing in this whole video. I was anticipating this taking 3 hours. We got here at 1. We did not leave until 7:30. I was completely unprepared for how long this would take. And yeah, look at your maps before you go on adventures, is all I can say.
Yeah, you can see the old places.
Yep, definitely be careful.
Baby.
Everything is slick.
Just casually walk. Maybe we shouldn't do the rock trail after it's just rained.
Nah, we're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just be wary of her foot. You're gonna be sliding down this damn hill. Oh my god. It's like an 80-degree incline. Or rather decline. And it's all mud and rock. Okay. You gotta put in all your seatbelts.
Oh, maybe I should do the bottom one too.
Yes. I mean, this kind of has like little stairs going. The roots make stairs.
Wait for me, Ellen. There's a singular mosquito buzzing my ear, playing his tiny violin, and I don't appreciate it. you shit yourself if there was a bear in a tree?
Considering I don't think it's gonna like elbow drop me or anything, not really. I would shit myself if there's baby bears in a tree.
That means we have to slowly get away. And leave the...
No, there's no way we're...
But where's the new places? This is an old place.
They might not have painted over all of the old places.
Hi.
And there's new ones. Huh?
No, there's a giant moth like bumping into us. Ugh, it is muggy in here. The spider web. I will not walk into his house. Be rude.
Sure hope there's no snakes in here.
I'm sure there is.
Hopefully they're all tucked away or out in like sunny areas where I can clearly see them.
Usually. It was raining, so they'll probably be under rocks, if anything. There are loose rocks up here.
Yeah, definitely be careful where you step.
Okay.
Yeah, the blazes are going on the rocks. That's how you know it's getting a little rough.
Little me would have been so excited to see this.
Oh yeah. Look at all the rocks to jump off to. Okay. And then it continues down that way. Whew. Sliding a little bit. It's not as bad once you get down here. It's weird being able to hear people down the trail. Especially since they're over that way. Unless the noise is just playing tricks on me.
I'm sure it is.
Because they could be like a mile ahead of us.
Well, it's quiet. There's not a lot absorbing the noise.
Mm-hmm. We're up a mountain, so.
Sound travels weird, man. Like we swore we just heard a bear, but we really just heard them.
It was a lot of movement. I don't know if maybe something was walking past and knocked a rock down or what. But something definitely crashed through the brush. What?
Nothing. You didn't see shit. You really didn't see shit either. Don't worry about it.
Did I tell you that Jeff, who's the camping guy I talked to, he follows all of the like Appalachian Trail hiker stuff, and there's this online forum where they rank the worst state to hike through.
Bark up there.
He probably fell off of something above.
No, I'm just curious about it.
But they ranked the states from best to worst to hike through, and Pennsylvania was ranked the worst. Because, like, everything tries to break your ankles.
Fair. I don't know if your thing's recording, love.
What? It is.
Oh, okay.
It literally does not end.
Well, it did say the river rocks.
Like, I don't know what else I was expecting.
I don't know. That's like when she was saying, like, the high altitude issue. And we're like, nah. That's not too bad. And then we get to it and it's like, this is a little fucking mountain, Gabby.
What high altitude issue?
The last time we came. And she's like, oh yeah, no, I've been up it. It's not too steep of a thing. And then we look at it and it's like, Gabby, this is a little fucking mountain. I love it.
Casually scale. 1,300. No, more than 1,300.
Yeah.
Well, we were already halfway up the mountain. Maybe 300 feet? I would say it was that.
Yeah, no, it was,
300 feet rock wall. Not like a rock wall, but a scramble. Boulder hopping, I'll call it that. Yeah, I want to go up this way. Surprised we didn't pass a toad at this point.
I've been keeping an eye on suspicious leaves and sticks.
Yeah, I think the Appalachian Trail's down there. Because there's hikers down on that trail. It's nice and flat down there.
Probably because they changed it. Because these are new grasses over here.
They didn't change this trail though. This is not the section they changed. They changed Golden Eagle.
No. Definitely not that.
I would hope not.
I'm looking for salamanders.
You have to flip over rocks for salamanders.
Sometimes you can see them. That was a suspicious sound. Sound like a jittery. Flipping Vince Pennsylvania is haunted. That's for the whole United States.
Hmm?
Just careful about touching slugs.
Finally. Ooh, a hollow log. Micah, do you think this is juvenile lion's mane? It's got little fingers. It looks like it.
What, I would not just eating juvenile lion's mane until it was full. I might see some actual.
We're joining the other trail, I think. Stick your head in there.
Looks abandoned.
You're great at finding slugs.
I think those are slugs.
Yeah, that's a...
This is lion's mane, though.
No, that's not lion's mane.
No, this is, but this is edible, though. I know that, but don't eat it. Just in case. Hey, Abby.
A big spider web in there.
There's a centipede.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's multiple centipedes. You just touched a tree with multiple centipedes.
What? So we want to sit on the corner of the bridge for our snacks? I don't know if those people are gonna come down this way behind us though. That's delightful. Because the water's not so deep that, you know, you can't sit your feet down there.
They sound like they're coming this way, to be honest. I think they're lost.
I think they're lost too. Whoa! Popping a squat. This is nice.
This isn't.
Nice noise. I say we have our snackies here.
That water looks nice. Oh, I kind of want to get my hand in it.
Go for it. It's nice fresh. Ooh, it's cold.
Here you go, Mom.
Thank you. Alright, switching to the chest harness because I noticed I look down too much with the head harness. Never seem to pick the right one. I never picked the right harness. When I was fishing, I should have done the head harness. Because that was really just like you just look rather than adjust your whole torso every time.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, you're too busy looking at the ground so you don't fall and die.
Well, I was wondering. I'm like, why are you doing that? But again, I'm not good at explaining things until like it's already happened.
It's all trial and error. This is the first time I've ever actually dealt with an action camera. So, I hope it catches all my heavy breathing. The microphone on this is so wonky.
I think we found it.
Probably. Did you get a little whoa? Whoa.
This is nice. Somehow we completely lost the sky bridge trail.
Yeah, I don't know what that little blue blaze was. It was there for like one tree and it wasn't even like a painted blaze. It was a band.
Yeah. Maybe we're not there.
I don't think so. It's hard to tell though.
It doesn't show the maintenance. Well, it's maintenance trail. I don't think it's.
Okay, I can see the river. It's a big white blob over there.
Oh, you narrated?
Yes.
Big broad river all the way down there.
Crikey, that's a big boulder.
You think there's some rocks down there? Regular rocks?
I like what they did with the branches.
Probably because it's very easy to get taken off the trail otherwise.
Well, at least that group behind us is on the right trail finally. We ran into a group that somehow came up a maintenance trail. And they're like, what? Why does this say no entry? And it's like, yeah, dude, that wasn't the right one. I have no clue where you even got onto that one. Oh, am I ready to break my ankles? I've never actually seen the river. We completely missed it last time. I think we took like a completely wrong trail.
I thought when we passed that big thing that we walked through before, I thought that was the river rocks. That is not the river rocks. So it looks like it pops out over there and
Yeah.
come back up after you look at the river rocks.
No, you can go through it.
Is there a trail up
Mhm.
to that part?
There.
Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, drop a tag. Pick it.
Oh no.
You dropped 2 tags, actually.
Oh, I'm down on 1 bar. Shoot.
Oh no, you're gonna have to record on your phone some.
1 major issue with this camera. Garbo battery. Yeah, so you should be able to pass straight through.
Oh, it's these are orange trails. So we're gonna go on the orange trail then?
Yes.
This is where we're going through then. Oh, that looks awful. You ready, buddy? Is your ankles ready? Bro, I'm ready to fucking climb on that shit like a little kid. Monkey style. And we're crossing the big white river?
Somehow, yeah.
And we're not taking that, right?
No.
There's definitely a snake in there. Bro. We've never seen so many rocks in one place.
This is crazy looking.
Oh man, we gotta get on top of rocks. We need like a selfie on these rocks. Rock selfie.
I have the selfie stick.
Rock selfie. So we're popping out back over there, is what you're saying.
Somehow. Where are the blazes at?
I don't see any orange blazes. Because there's one there. There's one there.
Yeah, and it just stops.
Are we 100% sure we're supposed to cross? Like, I'm not opposed. I will cross these rocks.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
Well, we just climb them.
But I don't see the blaze, so I don't know where the trail is over there.
Well, I see blazes. There's a blue blaze. There's a blue and red blaze right over there. There's blue and red blazes right across there. Do you see them?
No.
Here, come here. Okay. Right in that opening with the tree that's slanted, there's a blue blaze and a red blaze on top of each other.
Okay.
So you could definitely cross, and there's a blaze over there.
Well, I guess we'll pick our way across.
Yeah?
Very, very carefully.
Because there's a blaze. Unless there's another way to go. Because the red...
Oh, I think I see the blaze you're talking about. I see the blue one.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that they didn't put orange throughout. At all.
That's insane. I'm not sure if we're supposed to cross the river. It doesn't... If they didn't want us to cross the river...
You know what? I think we're supposed to go down further.
Yeah?
Yeah, because look, it kind of hugs along in a while. And then there's a crossing between the 2 different Boulder Fields.
Okay.
So let's go down a little bit. We'll take that other loop.
Yeah. It looks a little sussy.
Okay. We finally found the middle section. There's one half. There's the other half.
Do we want to take...
We finally found Golden Eagle. No, I want to take to the sketchy bridge. Now we are officially here. Right in that little section.
No, I think
We're originally all the way.
break from that.
Oh!
If not, we can go.
We can go for a break because it's going to start going on an incline.
Yeah, because this thing is
Yeah, we did that last time, remember? It's like straight incline. We were dying the whole time.
So, are we taking the Boulder Fields trail?
Yes.
Please. Might not be worth going over to that bridge. It's a little muddy.
Well, just get across and then... Really, we could...
You okay?
Schlorp.
Sure.
I feel like I'm crossing a tar pit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a little... Not a scenic break area.
Huh?
That break area is not as scenic as our other one.
But yeah, there's the Golden Eagle Trail sign. Most difficult.
Okay.
And it's been 2 hours already.
2 hours.
A little more.
No water.
No water.
God. Being dramatic.
Looks like someone did use this as a break area. Look at the log here. That's very clearly a sit-in log. Put your feet against.
Oh, there's another trail. There's some more trail cams.
Huh. I think they just want to see what's all walking along the trails.
Well, yeah.
They ain't too
Their whole
slick.
thing
I'm
is,
finding
like,
them pretty quick.
conservation and shit. It looks like something walks up that trail anyway.
I really should have brought a battery charger thing. Not one bar.
I didn't think to bring the bear one.
I didn't think either. It's okay. Okay. I think we're at the top of the Golden Eagle Trail.
I don't think so.
The incline is insane. We're towards the top, I think. So, River of Rocks, we're at elevation of 700. I think, we passed this little notch, so I think we're right here. The elevation up here is 1,475, roughly. So we're going up quite a bit. Like 900 feet, I think, if math is right. And then we still have the Skyline Trail, and that goes up another...
Every time you look at it, it gets higher.
Like 50 feet. So yeah, and then we're finally at the North Lookout. Now, if you don't feel like doing all of that, you could just go from South Lookout straight on up.
Don't do it. It's awful.
So yeah, once we get up here, it's all downhill again. But this is rough. They weren't messing around when it says most difficult trail. We lived. Finally, we're at the Skyline Trail. I'm pretty sure it's the left one. Yes. Go left. Because that goes to the Appalachian Trail. That goes to the Northern Lookout. Also, it's supposed to hug the Golden Eagle like that, so the double blazes, the golden blue, makes sense. Oh. We should be coming up on the new trail shortly. Yeah, I think last time we tried to just gun it straight up without any brakes, and we were really struggling last time. I don't think we struggled as much this time.
No,
especially with taking frequent breaks. I mean, we still struggled, but I mean, we're both out of shape. All things considering.
That's why I'm like, like, why can't we just do a leisurely trail for once? Why do we gotta make it this fucking...
Gotta make it count, man.
Bro, we're amateurs. Come on, at this point we can't say we're amateurs. We fucking just... We need like canned apples.
Oh boy, more rocks.
Once we get up here, it's flat and goes down.
Well,
Motherfucker.
The map says we're supposed to go around.
But there's no clear markers.
There's no clear markings. We only see the blue and yellow. I didn't see any red blazes or any other clear paths, so yes, we're going up.
We're going up. Bullshit.
Battery's almost dead on this, so if it cuts off in the middle, that's probably what happened. And of course it's wet.
I found someone's sticker.
Nice. To be fair, this was the fun but sketchy part last time.
True.
I'm gonna angle this up further.
I don't know if you can get a nice shot of my ass.
Oh yeah. That's mostly because I'm facing the wall so much.
Honestly, this is easier than fucking...
Oh, I could rock climb all day. It's when it's that stupid incline. We're gonna go this way.
Pro strats.
Pro strats. Maniacal laughter.
Huh?
Cue the maniacal laughter. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I had to... You gotta, like, push yourself up.
No, I was like wedged between there. Ah, jeez. It's cool though.
I just didn't want to do this again. I just wanted a nice leisurely walk. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. And I had a feeling. We were going to be doing this. Okay. Because these aren't new painted. We should email them and be like, you can make these clearer. Or black it off. Like, make some clear fucking lines. This is not idiot proof. By any means. I mean, typically when you go on these trips, they don't expect amateurs to go up these trails.
Huh?
I said typically when they make these trails, they don't expect amateurs to go up these.
Well, I wouldn't say we're amateurs. We're here, ain't we? If we were amateurs, we would have broken an ankle by now.
I'm working on it. Just wait. I'm good there. These rock covered. These rock moss covered. Bullshit. We're almost there. Yeah. At least we didn't go on it backwards this time.
No, this is backwards.
Is it backwards?
Yeah, I would never go down that rock face backwards, honestly. Well, I mean, it's easier to come up a rock face than down, in my opinion.
Almost did it. Alright. I think this best views are nice. At least it looks like it.
Perhaps.
No. We must have taken a wrong turn. There's more.
Yep, we're doing the rock face again.
God damn it, and this is closed. didn't close it very well.
Camera died. So fun it is, but we finally found the new blazes. Apparently that was not the rocks indicated on the map. Whew. Still sketch. Or at least with this much water on the ground. Yeah, definitely. Grab that toad. Where are you going? Please, sir.
I'm not trying to be rude. Just. Where'd he go?
Oh. Yeah, we'll leave him be. Yoink him.
He's not gonna stay still for a picture. Jesus Christ. Why would you do that?
Let's leave him be.
No, come on. Come here. It's okay. Oh, he's peeing. Okay. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to make you pee. At least he didn't pee on me. I'd also pee if I had something like that.
Goodbye. There's the rocks all the way over there. We can't see them.
That's the first toad I've caught of the year.
I think it's gently swooping us up to the northern lookout rather than shooting you up a rock face. Although sketchy, the rock face was kind of fun. Yeah, there's more out there. You can kind of see it, all that white. It's all boulders. What?
Sorry, I'm just like Jack Sparrow walking out of this fucking woods. Make it almost great.
Don't disturb the lichen.
What the fuck is a lichen?
That green stuff on rocks.
There's a lot.
Ow. Yeah, like that. I think that's lichen. That
Probably
like
that.
a...
That's probably that.
No, that's moss. Lichen is a more petal-like. They're looking for us.
Not a fungus. That is a flower. I don't remember what it's called. But that's a flower, not a fungus. I found that in one of my books.
Ooh, these are really rare.
What do you mean these are really rare? I see those all the fucking time.
I think they're rare in Pennsylvania.
What do you mean? There's some here. There's some in Tuscarora. I've seen some in Locust.
Well, yeah, they're all guarded areas, though. I think they're rare. I could be wrong.
I think so.
I've heard from somewhere that they're rare. Or endangered or something.
I see them all the time. That's why I know they're a flower, not a fungus. I thought they were a fungus. They're not. I am just tall enough for the spider webs to keep going on my nose. Motivated by a bathroom and some sheets. I don't want pulls. It's such a big tree. Almost there. Come on, baby. We can do this. Let's go. Let's go.
What?
Let's reach the mafia. We can fucking do this. We need to break this out.
Well, this is the northern lookout, so we can take a plenty big break up here. Put the binoculars out.
Ignore my parts. They're excitement.
We dying yet?
Yeah.
That wasn't the northern lookout we saw before. Not even close. Talking to the camera. More rock scramble. I guess we're on just skyline now. The map is slightly misleading. But then again,
Slightly.
we're not expert map readers.
No caves. You say you hate caves.
Well, that's a little cave. I want to stick my head in there. Look at that. There's a little perfect little cave
I
in
hope
there.
there's a bobcat in there. Actually, no. I don't hope there's a bobcat in there because he's going after me next.
That is a perfect square up there. Like, huh.
There's another millipede friend.
No, not a friend.
Yes, a friend. Do natural selection all by itself.
They want us to go all the way to the top. How are we supposed to scale that?
I'm doing it.
I would go around the outside and kind of whoop. Not
we
literally go
can.
right up.
Honestly, I think I broke the code.
You broke the code?
So,
I'll videotape so if they ask how you died.
they tell you I'm part mountain goat. Ow. How the fuck? It's just rocks up here.
Yeah, like why are we going all the way up there?
I don't know.
Eh?
There's another way around it either.
You know, there's a blaze over there as well. Like, what? Huh.
You're telling me to come back down?
Yeah. Unless you feel you can get to the top there.
It might be safer for me to get to the top.
Yeah. And like I said, I personally prefer climbing up things than down. Or you can just hop across and get down to there, because I think that's where I'm going.
Okay.
Where that other blaze is.
Oh, good. Cave's empty.
Cave's empty?
Not what I wanted to do, is to inspect the cave, but the cave is empty. Okay. Alright. Take a break. You want to come over?
Alright, I'm going to hop across a while.
Yeah.
It was over there. Kind of. Zoop. Yeah, this is definitely a lot nicer than trying to get up that. Yeah, a little steep.
Do a swing.
Do a swing?
Just 1, 2, or try to get yourself up on that rock and just scoot yourself over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back down.
Okay. I want to go home. I ass fucking baby burrito that hold like a little fucking infant that weighs about Seville's weight. Come on. I want it. I want to make sure your ass doesn't slide. Come on.
Okay. This is the, yeah, get your hands ready, mate. So it turns out we are doing the same exact rock climb as last time.
We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again.
No.
After this, we're not doing this fucking again.
No, we're going to take the easy rails.
Stupid map again. This is bullshit. It's getting dark.
It's only 6. I think the sun went behind a cloud again.
I know, but the sun is definitely getting lower. It's on this side. It was on that side.
Yes, it is getting lower. But, I mean, we're almost there.
Okay. Whatever, man. Just get your phone. Put it away.
Okay. Finally got to the fucking top. All of these rocks he had to scramble over. And then pretty much we went straight up. Boulder hopping. You can see really far. I know. Civilization.
This bench is named Peter.
That's the kettle view over there. And now it's all downhill from here.
Here's easy.
Oh. Wondering how the main lookout trail is. The easy 1 mile one. This is the difference. Sand and benches every once in a while. So if you want to go to the northern lookout and not do a 5-mile trek up 750 feet with rock climbing, just do the regular. Call of the Mountain King. That way is the slide. I don't think I've ever been there. But yeah, railings, stairs. Very good beginner's hike if you just want to do the regular lookout trail. You're still going up quite a good incline, but that's about the worst of it. And there is still some rocky areas, but not close to what we were going through. And again, you get benches. It is nice walking down this though, however, compared to what we were just walking through. It's like a de-escalation. Mike is just straight taking off. There's also a sunset outlook, which is quite nice. Or if we do some rock hopping to get to there. But yeah, we were out here long enough. We started at 1 and it's probably close to 7. Yes, 7. So 6 hours is plenty for me.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our journey through Hawk Mountain here today. Full 6.5, 7 hours comprised into just a 1-hour segment. Leave a like and comment what you think. I do hope to up the value of the recording shortly with new equipment and whatnot. And if you have any areas that you would like to see us explore or for us to explore in like the northeastern Pennsylvania, Jersey, Delaware area, drop a comment. Thanks for watching.